Last time I lost a lot of my fry, but I wasn't going to give up. I made some major changes to help them survive. And today I'm going to give you an update on what I've changed and what's working and if my fry are actually surviving. So I had a second tank. I called it my hatchery tank. Now, I didn't love my hatchery tank. I think the space was too big for my fry and it was starting to cause a problem. My first 8 to 10 fry didn't make it at all. And I think it's because I wasn't getting enough food. I was letting the food sit too long. The tank wasn't fully established, so I think that was completely on me. Plus, I kind of underestimated how small the fry are and how hard it is to actually feed the fry and keep them alive. So, I had to switch up food, I had to switch up location, I had to switch up kind of a lot of things to try to see if I can get them to play out to make sure that they're feeling good. One of the first things I did is I went over to PetSmart and I bought that mesh box to move them into my main tank to make sure that, well, my main tank is well established and I wanted to make sure that they would be okay. So I had questions about the water quality in my hatchery tank, is what I call it. And hopefully, by the time we get fry a little bit bigger, I can move them into the hatchery tank to finish growing them out. But also another reason why I wanted the mesh box is because I wanted the fry to be in a smaller area to make sure I was feeding them correct. Since the other tank, it's a 10-gallon tank, they're kind of everywhere. It was hard for me to figure out where they actually were and make sure I'm getting the food to them every time I'm feeding them. So putting them in a mesh box, it's easier to get them all together and make sure I'm getting the food to them. In my hatchery tank, I adjusted my hang on back filter. The hang on back, I don't love the cartridge that they give you, so I switched to a sponge and some bio filter, some bio media, and so I'll kind of show you all that as well. So with the sponge, so I ended up going with the sponge just because personally I think it captures a little bit more like the beneficial bacteria. It's easier to clean. It doesn't cost nearly as much as those dumb filters that they give you from the store. So I don't love it. Um, I also used a bio bag. Now I've really never used a bio bag. I don't know if you guys have. I just thought it'd be a little different, a little fun to try. I put it on top of my sponge filter, with or sponge, not filter, but in my filter, which I'll show you as well. I'll insert a clip right here. But I just prefer it. I think it's easier. I think it's more efficient. It cleans better. It's just overall much better than what they actually give you with the hang on back. What's nice about the mesh box too is when I feed them, I feed brine shrimp. And so what's nice is the brine shrimp will slip through the mesh box. So I put majority of my brine shrimp in my tank through the mesh box. So it's like I know that I'm getting a lot of brine shrimp through there, and my fish are starting to pick up on it and eating underneath it, which I'll show you as well. So the fry are still a mystery to me. I'm still waiting to see if they are Corydoras or Celestial Pearl Danios. I hope you guys be the judge of that. I'm still very new, so I don't really know the difference. So if you have a idea of what it is, please leave a comment down below and let me know what your honest opinions are. After a couple step backs, I've really kind of taken a step back and try to think about the process. Like now, I'm having great time getting them to lay eggs, getting them to hatch. Now I gotta focus on growing them up because I've done a terrible job at that so far. But I think as we continue to learn and continue to go through some of the growing pains, we will do better and better every time. Hopefully you can join me along my journey. Hopefully you can learn from my mistakes because I'm definitely going to make a lot of mistakes. I'm still very new. I'm just doing this for fun because, why not? I mean, life's too short not to have some fun.